Welcome to Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday. It's August 13th, 2025. Your DayWeather podcast brought to you by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured in an accident, don't face it alone. Get an experienced local Wyoming attorney on your side. Free consultations at wyomingadvocates.com or call 307-800-1952. You deserve an advocate. Well, we're going to be warming up. We're just going to have what I'd call textbook August weather across a lot of the U.S. as we roll through the second half of this week and as we head into the weekend. It just is a rather typical August pattern where moisture surges come and go. And if you're not under a moisture surge, you're just going to have high pressure and warm August conditions. And then the moisture comes in, and we'll see that with subtropical moisture increasing, especially tomorrow through Sunday. Today it's increasing, but it'll be most noticeable for most of you Thursday through Sunday across the western half of the U.S. That will lead to shower and thunderstorm activity. Consistent warm temperatures, no cold fronts coming through the region this week. So it'll just be consistently warm, getting a little bit on the hot side, but it's August. It's going to be just August. Now, the door closes early next week to the subtropical moisture. Then the next surge is going to happen around the weekend of the 23rd. Looks like we may see a pretty good plume then, and we'll just have to wait and see. And then before you know it, we're talking Labor Day after that, and you're talking September, and then you're talking the weather going into different phases. Now, this is from Sunday. Nice rain around Lake McConaughey from the tail end of those thunderstorms this past weekend. So nice full rain gauge, though we don't have nice full rain gauge pictures to show you over the last few days, that's for sure. Just have some very pretty sky pictures for you of clouds, and you can see the rays there, the crepuscular rays, just on the low horizon there by Lucerne. Just pretty cloud pictures, pretty sunrises, pretty sunsets, just nice classic August weather. That photo really sums things up well there. And attending a Salt Lake Bees minor league baseball game, South Jordan, Utah. Just beautiful evenings to be out. And speaking of beautiful evenings, there's a Perseid meteor caught by Jan Curtis in Cheyenne. The Perseid meteor shower has reached its peak, but I will tell you this, the opportunity to see meteors is still really good even after the peak. If you get a chance to be outdoors and spend some time to let your eyes adjust to the darkness, you'll see some of these. And then the Venus-Jupiter conjunction has been really spectacular. For those of you who are up early in the morning, you've probably seen it on the eastern horizon. It looks like two bright stars, but those are the two brightest planets coming within a very close proximity. It doesn't happen very often to see that. And there's another shot, and you can also see Orion's belt in that photo as well, and Betelgeuse along with Venus and Jupiter. Satellite photo this morning looks a lot like it has all week. Not a lot of cloudiness in the west. Subtropical moisture stuck down there in Mexico. And then some other moisture on the plains. And you can see that very well in the water vapor. You can see kind of how the flow of the air is right now, keeping those showers and thunderstorms in northwest New Mexico. Far southern Arizona has had some action. And this plume right here is going to start to work its way up. And it'll make a little more progress today, but more noticeable Thursday through Saturday, that's for sure, as we'll see here in a moment. But we also have some moisture up here. And so we are going to see some shower and thunderstorm activity fire up into the northern plains. And that's where the thunderstorm action is going to be today. Down here in the far southwestern United States, then there's some instability and moisture to work with here. Going to have some strong thunderstorms, as we'll show you in a moment. These thunderstorms now beginning to show up over western Wyoming and eastern Idaho. These are not going to be very good rain producers, maybe for a few of you, but for the most part, the kind you don't want to see, producing a lot of wind and a lot of lightning. Need deeper moisture to come on in, but we do have the risk of some strong to severe weather in South Dakota today, parts of northern Nebraska and northeastern Wyoming. So this will be kind of an isolated cluster of thunderstorms that could get strong. But as we look at the pattern, starting tomorrow, we're starting to see things shift a little bit. And if you follow the wind barbs, you see they're starting to come up. And that's going to be allowing that subtropical moisture to come back. And certainly by Friday it does, as the high becomes consolidated and becomes stronger. So the flow becomes stronger between the low here and the high here. You've seen this all summer. This is how this pattern will go back and forth through the course of a summer season. So subtropical moisture on Thursday becomes a bit more extensive. The deeper subtropical moisture kind of in this ring of moisture right here, and those thunderstorms will show up better on Thursday. So Thursday, that moisture wicks northward along the Wasatch here, and then we're starting to see some western slope areas, and these are going to be better rain-producing showers and thunderstorms Friday, and that's where the thunderstorm risk Friday is. So you can see now there's a connection between the northern plains and the southwestern United States all the way through here. Look at the deeper moisture on Friday. So precipitable water mounts are well above the seasonal average. And for this time of year, if you're above the seasonal average, that's pretty moist because this is the time of year you expect these higher humidity air masses to come on in. This deeper moisture coming into the Pacific Northwest will lead to some clouds and a little bit of weather with another trough sitting off the west coast. There's the shower and thunderstorm activity Friday. So Friday's going to be a pretty busy day of showers and thunderstorms. Look at Arizona here, western New Mexico, hopefully western Colorado and parts of Utah and parts of western Wyoming. Hopefully, not everyone will get rain. This is not guaranteeing rain for everybody, but some folks will be able to get some rain out of this deeper moisture Friday and probably Saturday as well. There's your thunderstorm risk on Friday. Then for Saturday, the deeper moisture starts to shift a little bit more north and east, but it's still well overhead. So Saturday should be an active day of showers and thunderstorms, mainly right on top of the divide and east of the divide, but still some moisture west of the divide. You can see that drier air now is punching back into the deserts behind that plume. And thunderstorm activity shifts north and east around this ring as we get into Sunday. So Sunday, the thunderstorms kind of bulge and move more north and to the east, further out on into the plains. The next surge of moisture, we talked about the weekend of August 23rd. There's going to be a gathering of some moisture off the west coast of Mexico and also coming this way. It's actually going to take a long path. This next subtropical plume's a little bit different for the weekend of August 23rd and 24th, and we'll spend some more time on it if it does develop. But that'll be kind of the next western United States opportunity for better rain-producing thunderstorms. So we're going to probably go through a good chunk of next week with very warm temperatures and generally just isolated thunderstorm cover. Have yourself a good Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.